In a small village where the sun baked the red earth and the nights were filled with silence, there lived a boy named Kelechi. He had no family to call his own, no field to farm, no cow or goat to tend. His body was often empty, and his clothes were so worn they barely clung to his thin frame. Each day he sat by the roadside, watching other children eat yams roasted from their mothers' fires, listening to their laughter echo through the fields. This happened till he grew older, and every night when darkness wrapped the village, Kelechi would lie beneath the stars, clutching his hollow stomach, dreaming of a tomorrow that would finally smile upon him. One night, as the cool wind rustled the palm leaves, Kelechi whispered to the heavens, "Why must tomorrow take so long to come? Why must I wait for joy, for food, for honor? If tomorrow could come today, I would be rich, I would be wise, I would never hunger again." His words drifted into the night like smoke, and though no one else heard him, something or someone did. From the shadows near the edge of the forest, a figure stepped forward. He was tall, robed in clothes as dark as midnight, with eyes that glowed like burning coals. His voice was smooth as silk, yet heavy as thunder. "Kelechi," the stranger said, calling him by name, though they had never met. "Your prayer has reached my ears. I can give you tomorrow, today." Kelechi sat up, trembling. "Who? Who are you?" The man smiled, showing teeth too white, too sharp. "A friend, a giver of gifts, but gifts are never free." Kelechi stammered, "I have nothing to give. No land, no goat, not even a single coin." The man's laughter was low and unsettling. "You do have something," he said, leaning close. "Your laughter. Give me your laughter, and in return, I'll give you the wealth and wisdom of tomorrow. You'll be rich by morning, wise beyond your years. You will no longer be the boy who begs." Kelechi's heart pounded. Laughter? What was laughter compared to gold, compared to power? Hungry, desperate, and blinded by the promise, he nodded. "Take it. Take my laughter." The man stretched out a bony hand, and from Kelechi's lips came his last chuckle. It floated like smoke, twisting, twisting, until it sank into the stranger's palm. Kelechi felt a strange emptiness in his chest, as though something precious had been pulled from deep inside. The man's eyes glowed brighter. "It is done," he whispered. "Tomorrow now belongs to you. Today." In an instant, the rags clinging to Kelechi's body turned into flowing ropes of fine cloth, embroidered with golden threads. Heavy chains of gold appeared around his neck and wrist. At his feet lay sacks of cowries, coins, and treasures he had never seen before. His mind filled with knowledge, how to speak like elders, how to solve disputes, how to read the stars. He stumbled to his feet in disbelief. The villagers awoke to the sound of his sudden fortune, and they crowded around him, bowing and murmuring in awe. "Kelechi has become great overnight," they cried, but Kelechi only smiled faintly, for though his hands were full, his chest felt strangely hollow. Days turned into weeks, and Kelechi's house rose high, with walls of clay painted red, and courtyards filled with cattle and servants. He sat in the council of elders, speaking with wisdom that even the oldest men found astonishing. Once the poor beggar boy, now the whole village sang his name. Yet when children ran past his compound, laughing in the golden sunlight, Kelechi stood still, listening. He opened his mouth to join them, but no sound came. His smile was empty, his chest heavy, his joy was gone. One evening, a great feast was held in his honor. Drums thundered, women clapped, men danced in the dust of the village square. Platters of yam, goat meat, and palm wine filled the tables. Everyone laughed, their joy spilling into the night. Kelechi raised a calabash of wine, and though he smiled, his face was stiff, his chest silent. He tried to laugh, but it was as if his laughter had been locked behind a door he could no longer open. The sweetness of the food tasted like sand. The music rang hollow in his ears. The crowd did not notice, but Kelechi knew. Wealth without laughter was emptiness. That night, he lay on his soft bed, tossing and turning. Gold glittered in corners. Servants slept in the courtyard. Yet Kelechi's eyes burned with tears. He remembered how once, though poor, he could still laugh at the play of children, at the tricks of the goats, at the beauty of the stars. Now, even with everything he ever wanted, his heart was colder than stone. He whispered into the darkness, "What have I done?" From the corner of his room, a shadow stirred. The tall man in the midnight robe stepped forward. Once more, his cool eyes glowing. "How is tomorrow, Kelechi?" he asked softly. Kelechi's voice cracked. "I have gold, I have wisdom, I have all things, but my heart is empty. I cannot laugh, I cannot feel joy. You tricked me." The man's smile widened. "I gave you exactly what you asked for. Did you not offer your laughter freely? A bargain is a bargain." Kelechi fell to his knees, clutching the man's robe. "Please," he begged, "take your gold, take your wisdom. Only give me back my laughter." But the stranger shook his head slowly. "Laughter is not something that can be bought or returned. It is the soul's treasure. Once you give it away, it is gone forever." Kelechi wept into the night, but no tears could bring back what he had lost. The man faded into shadows, leaving only his cruel laughter echoing in the boy's ears. Alone, Kelechi sat surrounded by wealth he no longer wanted. The silence of his own heart was louder than the drums of the feast. At dawn, the sun rose over his mansion. Villagers came to bow and praise him. Children played outside. Goats bleated. Birds sang. Yet Kelechi sat on his doorstep, staring at the goats scattered around him. He held all the treasures of the world, but he could not share in the simplest joy of life, the sound of laughter. He was a king, but a king chained by silence. As time passed, friends drifted away. The people noticed the emptiness in his eyes, the way his smile never reached his face. Children whispered, "He has no laughter." He became a man admired for his riches, but avoided for his emptiness. His house was full, but his heart was desolate. He had borrowed tomorrow, but he had stolen his today forever. And so, the tale of Kelechi was told for generations, the boy who traded his laughter for gold, only to find that joy is the greatest wealth of all. The elders would finish the story with a warning: be careful what you trade for greed, for some treasures once lost can never be returned. And the children would listen in silence, holding their laughter close, knowing it was more precious than any riches the world could give.